Welcome to a Level Ahead video seminar for John Donne's The Flea. The aim is to support both students and teachers with detailed analysis and thorough explanation of the set texts, offering another perspective on the reading of the poem. It is designed to supplement the work you have already done, to support your independent study or your preparation work, and to develop your own interpretation, understanding and appreciation of the poem. Each seminar contains an AI-generated video, but the script has been produced by an English teaching specialist with years of experience. The seminar provides an overview of the poem, followed by a stanza-by-stanza, line-by-line analysis. It explores the meaning, the techniques used to develop that meaning, and to offer some contextual considerations. This is an excerpt from the full version of the video seminar, which will be available from December when the website is launched. It includes an overview of the poem up to the end of stanza 1, followed by the close analysis of stanza 1. We hope this gives an insight into how the seminars and the resources could support you. We begin with an overview of the poem. The Flea is another three-stanza poem, but rather than exploring and celebrating mutual love, this is a poem of seduction. Donne talks directly to his lover throughout. There is a playful, light, regular rhyme scheme and rhythm. This is used to structure his argument in each stanza, as each ends with a triplet that shapes his conclusion. He uses his wit and observation to try to persuade his lover to allow them to have sexual intercourse. Of course, in Elizabethan and Jacobean times, there was an expectation that a lady would remain a virgin until marriage. This was seen not only as a social imperative, but also a religious or moral one. Characteristically, Donne uses an extended conceit, comparing their love, their relationship, the concept of marriage, and the lover's intercourse to a flea. The flea has bitten them both, and therefore has their bloods mixing in it. The argument resonates with the commonly held contemporary beliefs that both pregnancy and intercourse involve the mixing of blood. In stanza 1, Donne argues that the flea has mixed together their bloods, yet this isn't accounted a sin, and that the flea did all this without any courtship ritual. On this basis, he urges his lover to allow them to have intercourse, although there is a sense of mock frustration and despair towards her denial. Stanza 1. The stanza opens with Donne setting out his argument. The opening 4 lines establish the conceit. Their bloods, which are mixed inside the flea, represent the lovers and their relationship. The repetition of mark establishes a reasonable tone and an appeal to logic which the poet uses to convince his lover. His choice of the adjective little, in line 2, seeks to reduce the consequence of the lover's sexual union, and thereby reduce her fears of succumbing to intercourse. Line 3 uses the repetition of sucked and sucks, which has clear sexual overtones. Furthermore, Donne produces a coarser pun and a more direct reference to intercourse. In the written form in Elizabethan and Jacobean times, there was close similarity between the letter F and the letter S. Line 4 links the concept of the mingling of bloods to the commonly held beliefs mentioned in the overview. Donne uses tripling in line 6 to outline his lover's fears. These religious and social consequences are emphasized through the alliteration in sin and shame. He argues that the flea's mingling of their blood has not led to these consequences. The triplet that ends the stanza is indented to give a visual emphasis to his faux logic. It begins with the logical connective, yet. This maintains the tone of reason with which he opens the poem. He switches the focus of the argument in this triplet. If the flea can enjoy the mingling of their bloods, why shouldn't they, as lovers? He uses sensual language charged with sexual innuendo, enjoys and pampered swells. This could be seen as underlining the delight they would share in the sexual act. However, the choice of the verb swells could also imply the consequences of sexual intercourse, pregnancy. Perhaps there is a sense here that Donne knows his lover well, and that the arguments have been well rehearsed, given that he is not afraid to make such playful references. The final line of the stanza includes the use of the exclamatory alas, which is emphasized by the parenthetic caesura. This captures a sense of mock sorrow, despair and frustration as he reflects on the lack of intimate action. For individuals who take up the annual membership or schools who join the university, college and school membership, you will have access to 2 downloadable resources. Firstly, the colour annotations for the poem. Secondly, a resource page with suggested activities. The example published here are the activities for a valediction forbidding mourning. These activities could be used by teachers or lecturers to set tasks in lessons or tutorials. They can also operate for independent study, ideal for home educators, home learning, revision, prep work, or to support absent colleagues. Some activities can apply to many of the poems in the range of seminars, offering portability. Others are more specific to the individual poem, giving students a more focused learning journey. We hope that this video has given an insight into the provision on offer through membership on the website. More information on the opportunity to become a member of the website will be released in the coming weeks. To follow the progress or to receive updates, follow my Facebook page, Andy Hurley Ahead, or YouTube channel, also Andy Hurley Ahead. Thank you for listening and best wishes.